good, I think, right? Yep, we're good. We're ready to rock and roll here. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, good evening, good night, as the case may be. For you, welcome back to another exciting episode of Simulating Reality with American Truck Simulator. Picking up where we left off last week, because Washington is coming. Washington will be here in 2 days. June 11th, Washington is releasing. We got 2 days. And I think 2 or 3. Oh, Taz is hosting. Taz is hosting. Completely missed that. I definitely have to do something about, I definitely have to beef up my, there's Taz. Taz in the house. Beef up my sound volume, I think, on my alerts there. So I completely missed that. That's all right. We'll survive. So let's see, we got to see where we left off there. Newport, we have to do 2 or 3 more of these places here. We got to do that one. We did that one, right? And then there was, I think we did, yep, there's 1, 2, there's 5 altogether. We did the one that was here, up there, here, yep. So there's number 3, so there's 1, 2, 3. So those are the 3 we did. All right, there it is, 3. So we got to do number 4 and number 5. So there's number 4, and I believe number 5 is. No, that's not it. Where's number 5 at? I forget already. Here's number 5 right here. Southwest is Klamath Falls. So we've got 2 more to go to complete the Lumberjack Steam achievement. We'll have all current achievements complete, at least for the next 2 days until Washington State releases here, without Walla Walla and Bergevin Lane Vineyards. But we'll see. We'll see how it looks. So next weekend stream, we will of course be exploring the fine state of Washington, USA. We still got quite a few roads to explore. Otherwise, fortunately, there's no 60 or 100% achievement yet, because we still get some roads to explore here. So we're gonna knock these 2 out and see what else we can do. See where we are at on time. Bullets in the meantime, Newport, let's check out our cargo market, because we do have our logging trailer on. And we need to, actually, I'm going to have to drive up there anyway, aren't I? Or should I just port? That way I can take a job just directly from there, see what they got, instead of trying to figure out what's what here. Is that'll give me an opportunity to clear out some of these extra roads. Oh, good. That's less than an hour. Perfect. All right. That's exactly what we're going to do. Let's drive. Can't quite call it bobtailing because we do have a trailer attached. So let's go. Let me see. Make sure my options are. No, those aren't the options I'm looking for. Options. Right, we do want fatigue on. Traffic is just a pain in the ass half the time. Let's make sure we should still have traffic on. Let's make sure we do have traffic on here. There we go. Boom. Washington is one point we were running out of time to get to get. It's tomorrow. Yeah, I think 1.35 is Washington. At this point, I can't see them releasing 1.35 separate from Washington. I thought that was originally how it was going to be. I thought we would get 1.35, then I thought we were going to get 1.35 like last week, and then we would get Washington closer to the end of the month. So we got, they give us like a couple of weeks buffer. But obviously, that's not the way it worked out, because we got the announcement for Washington, and it's going to be June 11th, which is a little bit sooner than I had anticipated. Now, Battery said he kind of figured the middle of the month. I kind of thought it'd be later, because I just figured, well, 1.35 has to come out first. So apparently 1.35 is going to be, I mean, what I would figure now would be Washington. I'm going the right way, n'est-ce pas? Yes, why? It's freaking GPS. Why? That is so asinine. Anyway, we're coming up now. Coming up this way. Let's do this. We'll come up there. There we go. We're here, which means I can make this turn. Oregon Coast Aquarium. Oh, the aquarium's this way. I guess. I don't know. I haven't really... heard anything about there being issues or anything like that. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about ETS2 1.35 having issues, so I just think it was that was their intent, to make 1.35 Washington. Like I said, I would have thought we'd have 1.35 first, and then Washington be the end of the month. But with, you know, Washington in the middle of the month, it must mean their intent was 1.35 is Washington, essentially. Washington and all the, you know, bonus features we're getting with 1.35 in and of itself. I'm trying to think yet what's in 135, and I can't foresee there being too many issues. I mean, there's a couple extra roads, the GPS voice stuff, which by all accounts seems to be completely well, of course everything's completely functional now that it's in the live release, but again, you didn't really hear any rumblings of oh, this is buggy or that's buggy or anything like that. Because it's always been their intent this past year to release the incremental updates for each game, generally at the same time, so they can keep them on the same version number. That's why they did, I guess it was a little over a year ago, they did whatever they did to make sure to get both ATS and ETS2 on the same version number at the same time. So, and obviously their intent was to release Washington on June 11th, if it was ready. So I'm now operating under the assumption that, okay, 135 is the Washington VAC, or it's essentially the Washington update, because you don't actually need, you know, obviously you don't have to buy a DLC, so I guess their intent is to release them concurrently. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I think we're speeding a little bit here. That's okay. We'll slow it down here, but there we go. Try to stay in our lane here. Oh, there's an officer. Pulled out right in front. Come on, dude. I still had the yellow light, so seriously. I still had amber. Where are we anyway? This has got to be Medford, right? Or Newport. Newport, right? All right. The north end of Newport here. They had to, but many issues past time. Now they released 135. If there were issues, the whole team could help them on that. That obviously is true as well. Yeah, we can only speculate. We can only speculate at this point. I think they're generally, I mean, if something is not going to be released when they expect it, they're generally, I think, pretty good at that. Which they don't usually give dates until they are pretty confident they're going to release it on that date. But I think if something occurred that, oh wow, this really isn't working the way we intended, SES seems to be the type of company that would say, hey, you know, this is going to be pushed back later than we originally would have anticipated releasing it because of this. E55, yep, we can do 55 here, excellent. Where are we at? Okay, we're only 60 miles out here. But anyway, it's neither here nor there at the end of the day. The point is, we're getting it this week. And we're getting Washington. So that's like the coolest news ever. Until, of course, the Black Sea releases. Probably this fall. And of course, we get Utah at the end of the year. I think this will be the first year we actually get 2 states in a single year, too, if I'm not mistaken. Stop here, please. Thank you. Oh, hey. All right, thank you, dude. Much appreciated, but it was completely unnecessary. From it there, I was afraid to brake because I still have I streamed Bus Driver last night, and so of course you can't brake hard in that game unless you want to piss off all your passengers. So like I'm still in that frame of mind, like, oh crap, I'm braking too hard. I'm braking too hard. I gotta check to see how long it is before I can rest here too. All right, looks like the loggers are working late tonight. All right, let's move up here. That's a ding-a-ling for me here. All right, cargo, let's see what we got and where we're going. So let's see, we got to, ooh, that's a little bit long. Is there anything to Medford? No, there isn't. Okay. We definitely don't want to go north. We want to go south. Oh, that's even closer. Where is this at? The paper? World map. To the paper plant. Oh, well, that's convenient. That's convenient. And the other one must just be to the lumber mill here. Oh, I hate when you do that to me. Yes, that's got to be so we can go to the lumber mill. Let's go to the paper plant. We'll just do that. Boom. So I'll make life easy. Nice and easy. So where am I parking here? It's up around. Is up? No, that's the. Did I not take? Oh, no, I didn't take the job. Come on. Man. I have to actually take the job, don't I? Here we go. Take the job. That's better. Now where am I parking? Oh, around the back. Is which side? Where do I have to come in? I think I'm coming in the right way, aren't I? Yes, I am. All right, good. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me, right? Not gonna make this easy, are you? Yeah, you know, it's probably best that we go directly to the paper mill, because I'm gonna have to sleep. I'm actually gonna, oh, I did that wrong. I'm gonna have to sleep in short order here. That's not what it was for. Yeah, 6 hours. We're gonna be about 45 minutes loading. Now I want to go this way. Turn the wheel in the opposite way you want the trailer to go. There you go. Oh my God, she just did not. It's too early in the morning for me to try parking. All right, come on. This should get us where we need to be now. There we go. This will do it. There we go. That will do it. Turn the lights off. Turn the engine off. Let's do the parking brake on. Oh, 10:35. We're good. Lights on. I guess I might as well throw the brights on too. Going down this country road, and we're out heading to the paper mill. I guess they process their own lumber, even though there's a lumber mill right down the road. I can't wait to. I'm already looking forward to tomorrow morning's stream with ATS 2. Get me a double logging trailer. That's going to be so exciting. Are you freaking serious? I get damage with that. An ATS 2 San Francisco to Albuquerque. Nice, 1,000 miles. Just started. Nice. A mobile crane. Oh, you got one of the heavy hauls. See, it's nonsense like that. I get 1% damage just from a slight bump on that log that makes me want to just throw on a no damage mod, because it's getting to the point of ridiculousness, like the fines now, like the traffic fines, where your tires just touch the white line at a red light and you're fined for a red light violation. It's like, come on, man. Any turning on it, nice. Man, it gets dark out on these roads when there's no lights around it. I tell you, when I'm just tooling around in some instances, and I'm just teleporting from place to place, or from one section of road to another, and it's like the middle of the night like this. It's like I'm trying to figure out where I can teleport my truck. It's like impossible because there's absolutely no light on the roadway, so I have no idea where to teleport because it is literally pitch black in the game. Would you love to hit a button with a white light shining? Yeah, that would be awesome. Hinted it in the stream, lots of responsive views, but no response, huh? Yeah, because yeah, that would be quite convenient, because as you can see now, we're in the nighttime hours. It's you can't see anything really, so you get into some light there. But yeah, that would be one of a quite convenient little option to have there, along with dolly locks for the articulated trailers. That would have to be my number one thing right now, is for the articulated and the multiple trailers. Just get locks on them, so we can reverse them. Because even if you I think attempt to reverse those trailers as you would normally do in real life, the physics isn't quite there to handle that properly. See, look at the lumber mill is literally right down the road. It's funny because you gotta be freaking kidding me. I gotta pull out here. Yeah, you can't. It is absolutely, no matter how you attempt to do it, that back end little trailer or whatever it's called, just it doesn't. Oh, disappearing fence. Okay. It's not gonna go the way. It's not gonna go straight at the end of the day, essentially. Boom. Boom. So I wonder now if I try to take a job from here, if it's going to have me haul logs to the lumber mill, just like when we did our ETS2 stream on Wednesday night. I hauled a train carriage from was it Olbia in Sardinia? I did an inter-Olbia job. I hauled a train carriage from one business in Olbia to another business in Olbia, and then immediately turned around and took a job that took that train carriage off to Sosacia, whatever it was, the northwestern town of Sardinia. I'm like, well, that was a quick turnaround. It's like, why didn't I just take it there directly? I'm gonna have to do, oh yeah, I was about to say, where's my trailer? There it is. A mess there. That's a mess. We'll do it this way. But yeah, for me, the dolly locks would have to be my number one wish at this point in time. Besides obviously the usual getting more trucks to drive here in ATS and some of the other major stuff, but like if you're talking about minor little conveniences and things like that, it would have to be the dolly locks. Is some of my brights on? Yeah, I do. they throw their bales into a dumpster like that? I don't know. How are you even gonna get them in there with a forklift? You can't. Unless they're just loose boxes, but they look pretty packed in there like they're bales. There we go. This is going to be pretty close to like a glove. There we go. Not a little off, but hey, it works for the paper company. Lights off there. Engine off. This puppy. Rigid trucks is highly asked to. Oh, yeah. See, that's kind of, okay, there's 4 out of 5. So we just got that last one to do. Yeah, my other wish list would be to, not that, I mean, I guess it, because when I think about it, it doesn't, I guess it doesn't really matter. But it's I kind of would like to be able to use our own trailers for like the special transport jobs and things like that. Like, again, at the end of the day, because we can use our own, it doesn't really matter because that you would only be using that trailer. It's not like you could use that trailer for anything else. Those trailers, you would essentially be special transport specific, so you can sort of pretend the trailer that you're already hauling is your own trailer. But I don't know, for me, it's just like the idea of, oh, okay, I have that trailer, let me just use that trailer. What I would like to see, however, is let me see something here, is the ability for our drivers to do heavy hauls and special transports and that kind of thing too. That's kind of one of the things that's been on my wish list almost since I started playing. Once I started hiring drivers and stuff like that, the one thing that's been on my wish list is the ability to assign drivers specific jobs and say, hey, you take this job, you take this job, and to have them to be able to go from point A to point B without necessarily going out, back to base, and have base, always having to return to base. Just have them go, can't find a job, back to base, take this job over there. If you get one, then come back to base. Told all trailers in the game will be ownable over time. Okay, that's nice. That's cool then. Forward, I want to go forward here. Yeah, because we've said this before. It's like one of the yes, okay, no logs to haul. One of the nice ones to have would be the hazardous cargo trailers. Although I think you can take some hazardous cargo with the box trailers. I gotta look at your spreadsheet. I haven't really had time to really look at your spreadsheet really well and see. But if I'm not mistaken, I think you can take a couple of hazardous cargoes depending on what kind of box trailer you got. Just specific jobs, yeah, like 18 Wheels of Steel, yeah. Now there's another game that I need to be able to. I gotta figure out how I can get. Because I did it once for 100 Days of Gaming, but it was sort of my intention to do that as a regular, sort of like career series, like I've sort of off and on been doing for the original Euro Truck. I just haven't had enough time to be able to get in the game and play again. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought there was, because I thought I saw a couple of jobs when I had one of my own box trailers on another profile that I could take that for. So this is the last one we need to get to here. That's 5 hours. So the question is here. See the question we got now. Yeah. Yep. 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. Not enough time to play my MMOs. Not enough time to play every game I kind of want to play. I picked up Railway Empire on the February Steam sale. There was a February Steam sale around the Chinese New Year and stuff like that. So I picked up Railway Empire. Was pretty cheap. I said I always had it on my wish list since the game released. I was like, okay, let me pick it up. We'll start playing now. I'm not gonna worry about streaming it right away. I'll just go in and play it. I didn't install it until like 3 weeks ago. I still haven't played it yet. We gamers need 48 hours in a day, 14 days in a week. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And that's just to play without even having to do real life work. Let me see here. We need to find it. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. I forgot for a minute why I came out here, and it's just to see 5 hours. I might just sleep early here. That's not what I want to do. I want to do that. There's no rest stop along this road, huh? So do I want to go to Salem or back to Newport? Oh, we got that rest stop out by that little sightseeing area there. Gas station. And there is no other rest stop in Newport except by this one down here, which is the other sightseeing area along 101 here. So it looks like we're going to Salem because we got the truck stop here. Oh, we got something to discover in Salem, don't we? There's the garage. I'm trying to figure out my best option here. Or I could go to Eugene. We got the rest in... See if I can find something from Eugene to Medford. But I kind of want to go to Salem to get that discoverable. So let's do that. We'll go that way. So I can, I think that should be a recruitment center there. Now why do you have me going that way? Why don't we go this way? And then we can go this way. Are you serious? Oh my God, this GPS. Are you absolutely serious? Go. Oh my God. All right, we're just going to do there. And then I'll figure it out myself from there. All right, so where are we at? So that's an hour and a half. So good. We got, time to get there and rest. Although I should just teleport there, but I think, which is what we were doing last week. We were teleporting a little bit more last week, but I think this week, because I only have to do the 2 stops, we'll do a little bit more driving this week. Last week, it was sort of my intention to try to get all 5 jobs done in the one stream. I just ran out of time. You know what I should do? Let's do this. Hold on. Probably what I should have checked to see if there was something that takes us to Salem. Which there is not. Something takes us to, what was it, Eugene? That one takes us to Eugene. Then we'd have to go back north, which I don't, nah. We'll just head empty. Yeah, I got so many games, it's just utterly ridiculous. And the killer for me is that, I got so many games that I want to play, whether I stream, streaming irrespective. But generally speaking, the best, the best time I have, my best chunks of free time that I have are the exact times that I can stream. So, if I get a nice chunk of free time, it's like I gotta stream, because when else am I going to be able to do it? When else am I going to be able to stream? And so essentially when I'm streaming, that essentially is that little chunk of free time I have for my own relaxation, my own doing my own thing. You know, my me time, so to speak. So my stream time is my me time, and that's it. That's the only time I have in that day to do anything. So it's like, so essentially when I'm streaming, that's my time just to be playing the games that I have. So it's a real killer for me, because there's, you know, it's like I want to play Railway Empire. I got, you know, over 200 games in my Steam library. I got all my hard copy games on the bookshelf here, and there's so many of them I want to pop into and just kill a couple of hours with. Well, that's, you know, if I got a couple of hours, it's my stream time. And so with the stream, I sort of, you know, I want to have more. I got to have more focus and a more sort of a rigid schedule of what I play to try to build up my audience. Because, you know, I've been streaming for 7 years now, but like the first 5 of it was just essentially that. It's like, okay, free time. I feel like playing this today, so I'll play this, and, you know, I'll just happen to stream because, you know, that's my time to be able to stream. So it's like I play a game, but then I'd never play it again for like 2 or 3 months. It's like, well, if somebody's interested in watching that game, yeah, it makes it tough for them to want to follow me or be a regular viewer, because when are they ever going to see that particular game again? Because as a variety streamer, it's sort of, you know, it's a catch-22, because you're playing so many different games. So if somebody's coming to watch a particular game, they're only going to be interested in watching it at that particular time. So if you're only stream it once a month, they're only going to be coming in once a month. You can't really build them up as a loyal viewer that way. So as a variety streamer, it's got to be your engagement with your audience, your personality, that sort of keeps a keeps a viewer engaged and coming back regardless of what you're playing. And I don't know. I'm no squirrel, so I don't know how I can do that at this point. Oh my God, and I still got my brights on. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. It's funny, because when Battery was driving yesterday morning, he was talking about he's just going to keep his brights on while he was driving to a certain point. And I said in chat, it's like, I know it's a game. I know I'm playing a game right now, and it doesn't matter whether I have the brights on or not, because it's just a game, and the AI traffic, it doesn't really matter to the AI traffic whether my light's on, off, bright, whatever. But it's so automatic of me now, just from real life, that if I got my brights on, it's like, oh my God, there's oncoming traffic, let me turn my brights off. It's just, and knowing it's like, it doesn't matter whether I have my brights on or off. Like, I can turn my brights on now and it doesn't matter, but it's like, in real life, you wouldn't be doing that. Yep, see, yeah, we only got 2 speeds. Yeah, exactly, because that's, in some cases, I think, I'm trying to think, I don't know particularly what the laws are in the States, specifically about bright beams. But for me, it's always a thing of just courteousness. It's like, if you've got traffic in front of you, whether it's in your same lane or it's oncoming traffic in the other lane, you don't put your brights on, because that's just discourteous. It makes it hard for the other drivers to navigate the road. I'm sure there's some type of law on the books about high beam usage, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's just a courteous thing. And it's amazing to see how many discourteous drivers there are in that regard. It's like it's almost guaranteed if I'm doing night driving, whether it's going to work early in the morning or we're just going somewhere at night or what have you. Oh my God, I almost hit him. It's almost guaranteed that there's somebody oncoming traffic. Somebody's got their brights on, or there's somebody behind us on the interstate. Brights full on coming up in the oncoming traffic. It's like, dude, come on, man. It's like, seriously, it's times like that where I have a hankering to just want to adjust my mirrors, change the mirrors to where they'll reflect their beam back at them. I'm like, I can't. It's not my personality to be that much of a jackass to do something like that. But one of these days, I'm going to end up doing it. Somebody's going to annoy me enough. I'm like, all right, dude, you're getting it. You're getting your own beams back in your face. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to, even when I have like fatigue off. Well, fatigue off is different. I'll usually turn fatigue off if there's specific stuff I want to do for stream, and I don't want fatigue kind of screwing up what I want to do. But like, I'll turn traffic fines off because it's just, traffic fines are just so annoying how it's handled in the game. I'm like, enough. But I'll still go ahead and obey the, I gotta come back this way anyway. I'll just pop in here. But I'll still, except in cases, okay, let's get that out of the way. I'll still go ahead and obey the traffic laws even if I have fines off, because, well, that's just, that's just part of my enjoyment of the game. It's just that the traffic offenses just drive me crazy. I think I'm going to be stuck here a while. Yeah, because I'm sort of the same way. I want to try to make it as realistic as possible, but you get to that point, like I said, it's like, especially with traffic fines and like the damage modeling, it's like, well, that's not the game itself. The way the game itself handles like the damage and the traffic fines isn't actually that realistic. So that's why I've gotten so frustrated where I've ended up turning the traffic fines off, because it's like, no, it's like I can go 5 miles over the speed limit and not have to worry about getting a ticket. Every time I pass a cop, he's not going to stop and give me a ticket, whether I'm driving a truck or not. Truck drivers have it a little bit more. I should have done. I should just drop my trailer off there, because this is going to be interesting. See, and just like that, it's like, come on now. That little bump is not going to do a damn thing to my truck. But there we go. I got another % damage on it. It's like, come on. This is going to be... Uh-oh, somebody's going to be pissed. Look at it, another %. It's like, come on now. Seriously. Sorry, dude. I'm in a little bit of a tight space here because I didn't think about what I was really doing here. I'm gonna have to teleport. Come on, do it. You can do it. There we got out. There we go, another %. So that was, what was that? We started out, that first bump was 3%. So we added 3% damage to our truck with just tiny little bumps that in the real world would a little bit of a scratch, maybe a very small tiny scratch on the thing, if anything. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna go rest here. So yeah, that's why it's like I'll still do realistic, but that's why I'll actually end up turning off I think this is where I do have to park. Yeah, all right, let me straighten her out here a bit. Turn off like the fines and stuff like that, because it's actually not realistic at the end of the day. It's like if my front tires travel over the white line at a red traffic light, I'm not getting fined for that. I'm not getting a ticket for running the red light. You know, it's like, all right, whatever. I can sort of understand the way why they you know, again, it's probably, you know, one part is probably mechanics of the game. That's just how the game has to handle it. Plus another part of it, well, you do need a money sink. At the end of the day, you do need a money sink for the game. And, you know, fines and the repair costs are essentially your only money sink in the game. All right, so let's lights off, wipers off, engine off, parking brake on, and we're just gonna rest here. Don't hit it. Well, yeah. See, that's, you know, well, that's what everybody says, but it's like, come on. If you want realisticness, it's not. It doesn't. Come on now. It just, real life doesn't actually work that way. Ooh, Natalia has leveled up. See, another thing that's been on my wish list for a while here is our little route advisor info screen here. I just want to see what else my drivers did here. So Natalia has leveled up. I didn't see if anybody else leveled up. I don't think so. Patricia. So Natalia and Patricia have leveled up. So I got to check them. All right, this should be the last one because that's moving a lot slower. Natalia and Patricia. All right. Yeah, the one thing hold on here. There we go. The one thing that sort of bugs me, where is it? There we go. No, that's not it. That's not it. No, that's not it. This is actually this little screen here. I wish this would be used to sort of as almost like a travel log for, you know, not only the information that comes across here, but like any fines you got during a job or something like that. Because, like, you know, if you're doing a long haul, you know, you could get fined or somebody could level up and you just miss it. I'd like to be able to, like, or really at any time, at any point I'm driving, go to this little notepad, say, okay, this happened, that happened, this happened, sort of give a rundown of all the sort of significant events that happen, whether you get fined, whether you stop to use fuel, how much you spent for fuel, whether a driver leveled up, that kind of thing. To be able to use this little notepad for that. I think this is really an underutilized feature there. That's sort of another thing on my wish list that I wish they'd kind of update there. All right, so let's do this real quick. Make sure.
Is this?
Hey, the Jadles! Thank you for the follow, Jadles. Much appreciated. Welcome to TK La Twitch Kittens. The Jadles from Twitch Kittens. Oh, we got a raid! Oh, we got a raid. Well, and thank God I'm not driving because I would have crashed. Hey, Twitch Kittens raid! Kittens in the house. Much appreciated. Welcome, welcome, kittens. The Jadles Celtic Lullaby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated for the raid, everyone. Awesome sauce. That's fine. There's no wrong timing for a raid. It's going well. Driving is going well. Welcome, Legend. Thank you for joining the raid today. Much appreciated. Let's see where we're at here. I know. Yeah, I would have seen that. It's like, look over this. Oh, what alert is that? Smash into a tree. Oopsie. So where are we at here? So who, I forgot already. Natalia and Patricia. I think that's who leveled up here. Yep, see, I got to change her. We'll give her... I guess we'll start unlocking Fragile with her. See, Taz tries to do that to me. He'll like throw a chat out there. He'll just like throw something out there in chat, and he'll know I'll try to look at it, and then I'm all over the place on the road. Who was the other one? Natalia. Just in time. Okay, good. So we got the first ticks there, which is important. So we definitely want her going high value now. All right, get her unlocking high value. There we go. All right, so let's see where we're at here. Let's see what... Nope, that's not the right one. We want cargo market here. That... Ooh. No, good. Actually, we want to go to Medford, though. Dang it. Oh, and that takes us way out of town there. All right, that's no good. Does crashing mean game over? Not quite. It does mean a very expensive repair bill. Yeah, see, we got... Yeah, figures we got to go to Eugene. You're killing me. You're killing me, game. So we got this one. So one just goes to Plaster and Sons. The other one goes to Heartwood. They both pay exactly the same. All right, we'll go to Heartwood. Not 3 because he'll crash. Seconds later, yeah, I crash. I get some doozies too. Most of the time, I just end up missing a turn or something. I'll end up going the wrong way. It's like, oh, I'm reading chat. It's like, oh, you missed your turn. Like, oh, thanks. I got to drive 20 miles out of my way now to get back on track. But thank you for the raid, everyone. That is much appreciated. As always, the Twitch kitten love. The Twitch kitten love is real. Real, real, real. All right, let's bring back my navigation here. Yeah, see, there are no short messages. Well, I want those messages. Damn it, SES, make it happen. I need that. Oh, are we already set there? Let's make sure we're set. Yes. So we're going to the home store, aka Home Depot. All right, so we're picking up some lumber at Home Depot and heading to... We're going to be heading here, the Heartwood. And that puts us in town. And we'll have to get there for our last achievement here. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that's a little nice about ATS. They have that little insurance option that cuts down on your repair costs. ETS 2, it's like, nope, you're in it all on your own there. No insurance for you. Like, oh, thanks. And that's where those little niggling, little 1% bump damage, it's like, oh yeah, that just cost you $1,000 to repair that little scratch in your paint job. It's like, no, absolutely not. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, well, see, the thing is about the U-turns, it's like, well, I have been known, at least here in American Truck Simulator, especially out on the interstates where there are no dividers down the middle of the road. It's like, oh, okay, there's nobody around. No, I'll just cut across the median. Thank you very much. See, in Europe, you can't do that because they have dividers down every part of the road, so you can't cut across. So you literally have to drive miles and miles out of your way just to make a U-turn. Oh, we got a biplane overhead. Somebody's crop dusting. Well, I gotta get over here. Oh crap, red light. Oh boy. That was close. So how's everybody doing today? Thank you for the raid, everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm gonna have to merge now naturally. Oh, look at that. There we go. Thank God it's my weekend off. I get a nice weekend to relax and stream. That's the important thing. I can actually stream today and yesterday. Pretty good, but tired. Yeah, I know the feeling. It's like I feel constantly tired anymore. Of course, it doesn't help when I'm up 1 o'clock at night streaming. And they wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning the next day to go ahead and stream some trucking, you know. That's good. Yeah, that's good. See where we at here. Am I don't even think I'm doing the speed limit yet. See, this is where having track IR would be so much handier, because then I could do that in zoom. Yep, we're right at 65 now. So I can lock that in. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, for a minute there, I thought there was somebody on the other side of me. Freaking fire truck, come on. Why the heck is everybody slowing down? I'm going to have to get in this other lane, too. Oh, this freaking fire truck's got me blocked. So I know I'm going to have to exit off on the right-hand side here.
Is this?
Hey, thank you for the follow, WWA. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this, because this is going to be the exit coming up. I'm just going to pass these guys. All right, thank you very much. I mean, it's 65 people. Well, it's 60 now, but seriously, come on. 55 for trucks now. You guys can do 60 miles an hour. Do it. And, oh no, this is not my exit. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. See, when you guys do that on straightaways, I'm generally fine. It's when we're coming up to a turn or a curve. That's when we'll see the bumpers fly. Medford. Why am I going to Medford? I don't want to go to Medford yet. I gotta go to Eugene to pick up this job. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here it is. Yeah, it's real fun now. When I do my evening streams for these games, the truck sims, that gets to be really interesting because it's almost, I don't want to say I fall asleep while I'm driving in real life, but there have been a couple of occasions where I'm driving home from work and I am just dead dog tired. And there was actually one in particular where I literally must have nodded off at the wheel. Because next thing I know, I'm running into, you know, the concrete barrier right there. Sort of in real life. I'm like, what the frig just happened? But like doing these games in the evening time when I'm like dead dog tired from work or whatever I did during the day, if it happened to be my day off, it's like I'm literally falling asleep at the wheel. So that makes for some interesting oh shit moments. Alright, here we are in Eugene. Anybody coming? I don't think there's anybody coming now. Alright, good. Oh, let's not take out a road sign. I'd like to avoid doing that if you don't mind. And this is one of the things here too. There should be a traffic light at this junction. Shut up. I'll go when I'm good and ready, pal. But they do that because we're at a spawn point. So if they have a traffic light there, the traffic just gets all discombobulated. from the spawn point. There we go. Yeah, we're going to the Home Depot. It should be it right here. Yep. One thing that drives me nuts are these frigging gates here. You have to stop and wait for them. There we go. Cargo market we want this one here. Our load of 13 tons of lumber. That's it, huh? I would think that would be a little bit heavier, but I guess not. All right, yep, that's the one we want. There. This is it on this side. Oh, Jesus. All right, I'm going to have to... Can I come around the back? I might... I'm going to have to do this a very interesting way here. Now, you don't worry, but you don't have to open the gate for me now. There we go. We got it. Now this... I'll get her straightened out here and on the right angle. There we go. Freaking truck horns. It's funny, which one? Oh, it's the Renault, isn't it? The default horn on the Renault and ETS2 is just so pitifully weak. It's like, oh my God. All right, I'm gonna have to go this way. So thank God we can throw air horns on our trucks in ATS here. All right, here we go. Come on, come on. Don't scrape the paint, because there's another $1,000 repair job there. See, that's another kind of thing that's on my wish list too. In terms of garages. It's like when we upgrade our garages to be the large size, you know, we get a little fuel pump in our garage. It's like, why don't we get a mechanics station in our garage? You look inside the garage and we got tool chests and everything. It's like, why can't we do like minor maintenance and repairs on our trucks in our own garage too? I can repair the paint, the scratch paint on my truck in my own garage without having to go to a mechanic for that. It's like, come on. I got this. Oh, roll! I did the old man brain fade there, and I hit the accelerator instead of the brake. Thank God I haven't done that in real life yet. But I've borne witness to some people who have confused the brake and accelerator in real life, and that's some scary moments, man. There we go. All right. Turn that off. Engine off. Go ahead and load her up. And another sort of little wish list thing I have is that let's get a little cinematic for these things. For these loading and unloading ones. I mean, they made cinematics for the special transport. You know, we get the glory shot going over our truck and the haul. Why don't we have like little glory shots here for our trailer load unload? I kind of would like to, and for the ferry and train tunnels too. I'd like to see let's see the ferry leaving the dock. Let's see the train pulling out of the station and then pulling in when we get there. Those are the kind of little things those are the kind of little things I'd like to see them put in the game. I think we're good to get out of here. I think, yeah, we're clear. All right. Alright, we got yep, we got plenty of room here. Plenty of room to go on here. There we go. Alright, we're gonna do this because it's a lot easier for me to drive in the cab here. So what do we got here? What do we got? We got just shy of 4 hours. Alright. Where? It's 3. It should be rush hour. Where the hell is everybody? See, there's a couple of things I have a hankering to try here in the game. One is to do heavier traffic, because we can, out of curiosity, why not? Now is the time. Now is a good time I need to fool around here a bit. Let's throw traffic on. Let's put it on the midpoint. I'm just curious to see how much traffic we actually get. Default is 1. So I usually run it at the default level of traffic. I've never really run it at a higher density level of traffic. Curious to see what it looks like. But another thing I kind of want to see, or kind of want to, is that a mechanic? I thought I hear somebody doing something. Oh, that's got to be over there. Another thing I want to attempt here is do a one-to-one ratio on the road, a 1-to-1 scale. Because right now both ATS and ETS are sort of a 1. Well, ATS is a 1-to-35. They have I think they have a variable scale in ETS. I think the open roads are like 1-to-35, and then when you're in a town, I think it's like 1-to-20. So for every mile you go in game, you're going 20 actual miles, and that's what the scale is here for ATS. So for every mile I travel in the game, it's equivalent to 20 real life miles. But you can go into the game files here and dig around a bit and actually change the scaling of the game. And you can actually put it on a 1-to-1 scale. And that's kind of something I want to try to do, because I'm just curious to see how that changes the experience. Why? Guy, why? I got 13 tons of lumber on my butt here, dude. You cannot be stopped in the middle of the road like that. Jesus. But it's good to know they are actually able to pretty much model the human experience when you're driving in traffic here. It's like, good God Almighty. If nonsense like that doesn't happen on a continuing basis in real life here. Yeah, I know. All to stop a trucker. I tell you, I think I've told this story before. But that does remind me of a story when I... how long ago? This had to be... because I was heading out west at the time. I'm trying to think if I... ooh, boy. If I was still... I think this was after I had graduated college. So this was probably... I think this was my 94... Oh my God, I do not want to be somebody on that bus. Holy crap, this guy must have been drinking before he started work today. That's it. I'm getting away from you. Yeah, there's something going on this bus, and I don't want any part of it. I will. Don't you even try to speed up on me now, pal. Don't even. I just want to get as far away from you as I can. Just speeding at 60. We're speeding a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So this was probably back in '94. I think it was '94 because I think I took a couple trips out there by myself. I think this was the '94 trip. Heading out west to Arizona. And so I'm taking, so I'm on Interstate 70 here on the, I'm on the East Coast outside of Philly. So if we go west, we generally take the turnpike, the Pennsylvania Turnpike to Interstate 70. So I got, so I'm on 70. And I'm trying to think whether I'm still in Pennsy or if I had made it to Ohio at the time. Which, oh crap, here we go again. See, I don't notice that much difference in traffic at this point, but I'm on, yeah, I'm on the interstate. But anyway, oh my God, there we go again. Now you know, that if that was real life, that would have been a disaster. So that's just a tiny scrape in the game. So I guess I really shouldn't complain all that much.